Okay, guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm the bot player. I was the bot player. Now I became 168 Mauer. Became 168 Saurus Rex. Yeah, but I'll change the nick. I'll change the YouTube nick. And now we are going to make a review of the Pharaon. I was making it, but you don't know how many retards I encountered with in this battle. I screamed to my computer 30 minutes because I had like players with zero damage in 3 times. And let me show you. Where is this? Like this. I had all these teams in my battles every fucking single time, even here. Zero damage in a tier 8. They did zero fucking damage with a tier 8. So, this review will be the tank will be, of course, a little bit less performant because when the event started, all the crappy players have to play to just don't play anymore when they lose the interest to play the game. So, the Pharaon. The Pharaon, I check out some videos and something that says the Pharaon isn't OP, but the Pharaon is like a nice tank. I don't agree with that. I mean, it's not the Annihilator, but when you do like very high damage, 65 for with retards, and you saw the battles with retards in your teams, this means that this tank isn't very balanced at all. So, uh, maybe I'll explain you how to get the tank. Actually, you have to fill up this with victories. And you have to get the Pharaon, of course, the tank itself, that it's on crates. Um, many, you make more masteries, you have basically more chance to get it. So I made a video. I think I didn't upload it because I was very not happy with this. Maybe I did. Let me, let me just check very fast. I don't have YouTube here. Crap. I don't remember, honestly, guys, if I uploaded it or not. If I didn't, I will just make another video explain you how to get. This is very fast. This is very fast explanation. You have to enter to the Pharaon when you get the glyph, and you have basically to do gambling to get this tank. Or if you get 19 coin purses, this is very good. If you get 19 coin purses, this is like 30k gold. If you don't grab it from here, you will have one of this tank 100%. You have like one of these tanks, very good, and this is great. So at least if you spend like lots of gold, you at least get one of these tanks. But not the Pharaoh. I would have been very angry if I didn't get it, to be honest. So, apart of this, that is the event very fast because this event is very similar to the old ones. You just have to buy crates, or you don't have to buy a pass, but you have to buy crates. But talking about the tank, is the tank worth the effort to gamble? As always, not. Not as always is not worth it because gambling isn't worth it. Anytime isn't worth it. But I just want to make you a random quick battle to actually talk about the tank because I'm not that person that talks about the statistic. It takes 220 damage. It has this amount of penetration. Nah, I'm not that type of guy. I just want to try to show how the tank plays because I spent 30k gold on this and because I didn't get the bonuses. And
Let's get this show on the road.
you don't want to spend all these gold because I have all the tanks in the game practically. So I don't care how many gold I spend for getting a tank. I just want a tank. But you don't. And I want to actually let you see if the tank is worth it for you or not. So, As you can see, the speed-wise, this tank isn't bad. Accuracy-wise, is not the greatest. Here this the dude is covering himself, and here they are. Here they are, the crappy players. And this is the clip. This is the gun. The gun deals normal amount of damage, and it has a long reload. To be honest, it's similar to the. If you play the M3Yo, the Tier 8 American, you probably know how it feels. Like normal damage, normal penetration, and that's it. This is basically the gun of this tank. As you can see, someone is shooting 170 penetration, probably is the light tank. I don't know why he's camping. And we already lost 2 tanks, so this isn't great at all. And one of them was like a heavy tank from the lower side, and I want to reinforce that because these dudes were probably gonna kill me very hard if I did it. So maybe I should try like if this dude isn't expose himself like that, it would be much better. But see how much damage this tank can farm in a very little time. So I just want that IS-5 actually goes back, doesn't fucking kill himself as he did. So that's this is very bad for us, but we can't do anything. This battle is already lost because we lost lots of our teammates. But we are going to try at least to get the kill. Okay, we are good to kill, so we're good to go. And I'm gonna try to use the tiger to actually maybe get a bit of luck and bounce one of shells. So this is what I was talking about noob players that I was getting in this matchmaking. But this strengthens my opinion about this tank. See how much damage this tank can pump up in this slow time. I know it is an auto, it isn't. Maybe with a Predator we have done much higher damage, or with Annihilator. But the thing is that the armor on this tank actually works. I didn't bounce lots, but when I exposed my turret, and there was like a Chinese light tank that shoots me it shells, it keeps bouncing me. It like keeps bouncing me. So guys, as you see, we did like all my teammates damage, but as you can see, even these type of situations, this tank can work. So actually, to let you underline how this tank can be powerful. As you saw, this tank is pretty fast. The accuracy isn't great. Yeah, sometimes can hit, but some other times this tank doesn't hit anything. And the armor works. The frontal armor here works. Even the here works. The problem of this tank, I noticed some weak points to actually. This is the lower classes weak point, and you don't have to angle this because this part is stronger. Respect this one. I think this one is 80. I think this one is 60 millimeters because this is much weaker. So if you angle like this, maybe they will they penetrate you from here. So you have to do like a side normal side scraping. You can't over angle it. The upper plate is very armored. It's kind of thick armored. So if you angle like this, it's very thick armored. And I noticed a weak point of the hull. This line is a huge weak point. Is a huge weak point. I penetrated like with this gun that has like 194 millimeters of penetration. That is good for tier 7. You could actually just use this. I don't suggest it, but you can. No problems at all. And so let's jump out in 2 different replays that I did with the Pharaon. So as I told you, the Pharaon has a nice armor, nice gun, nice when you count like the damage, not the accuracy. The accuracy on this tank is not good. And the Pharaon, the thing is that the Pharaon is even fast. I will let you see in the next battle that I was kinda lucky, to be honest. But not lucky because I did damage. It was kinda lucky because I encountered a desert map. And this tank works much better on desert map because it's much faster. So, as you see, the tank, as I told you, is nice, pretty fast. It has a nice gun and it has some armor. But why I don't think this is OP? I don't think this is OP just for one reason: the accuracy. Look this.
Enemy armor
Look
is
this.
damaged. Enemy is hit.
I just
Destroy
clipped
their
out
armor.
of the existence a tier 6. I know some players will say, but the Annihilator can do that. This tank does it in a worse way. I mean, worse for the enemies, but look how much damage this tank can do to tier 6s. This is so OP, man.
Penetration.
Look,
Nice shot.
the fuck? Thi- See, this tank is very painful against tier 6s because you clip out tier 6s as that's easy. Is that is I know it's the same as the Annihilator, probably the same as the Predator. But if you have 100 hit points and a tier 6 shoot you, you shoot back with the Annihilator, and a tier 6 shoot you back, you do 600. With this one, you can do 900 with this one. If you actually have like 300, 300, 300. Look how much damage this thing does. And another thing that I have to show you, if I can. Okay, sorry. No. Is he penetrates me to the turret of the tank. I just wanted to let you see, but I can't. I don't know why. He penetrated me through the turret with APCR because the turret is like the lowest armored thing about this tank because the turret has like 190, yeah, but it can penetrate it with 190. It isn't angled at all. It's very flat, very similar to the Annihilator. So even the Annihilator, they can penetrate you in the turret if they shoot premium ammo. And the same goes to the Pharaon. See how fast it is. It goes like 38 kilometers per hour, I think. 37. So actually a bit faster compared to the. And the same with that. This is the Pharaon. So, and I want even to see you the other battle. Look, even the accuracy, how bad it is. And even for bad accuracy, look how it's easy to penetrate the turret. Let me go straight. It's not super easy, but with this tank, this tank has good penetration values. So if you encounter like tier 6s that have like 200 millimeters of penetration, they won't penetrate your turret. They won't. The problem is that tier 7s with high penetration, and let's see here. Let's see here. See what I was talking about? This is the weak point. The weak point of the tank, and even this one. This is very good when you're like face hugging and stuff. This is when you're like you have to hit these lower glasses. And even with the look how fragile is with this APCR. This one is fragile only. See, even here it's kind of very hard to penetrate. Here it's fragile only because he is in a situation that I'm in the high position, and so I can see better his lower plate. But look at the turret. Once 190 millimeter goes straight with that like butter. And the problem is that look like the upper plate was red with those kind of IPCRs that are good. I think they penetrate 240. So even some tier 8s can struggle when you're going to hold down like this. But they will penetrate your turret, so don't worry. They will still penetrate you. And this is probably very near to the end of the battle. And I just wanted to like let the Juno come, took some damage from me, and kill those two guys. And the Juno understand it, and I kept staying here. I thought here that the Pharaon come here, but the Pharaon wasn't like the smartest player in one shell. Look with AP. With AP, the thing is that look this zone, this little part. You can penetrate here very easily because he angled very bad and is dead. So you don't have to over angle with the Pharaon. You have to actually to do side scraping get a position and go yourself with the suspect. Even here, guys, team weren't like the strongest team ever, and this tank still managed to perform. This is the first battle. This is the second battle. We even had an annihilator, and he won't shoot me, but I want to let you see how much this tank can do damage against even tier 7s. The amount of damage that you can deliver even against tier 7 is pretty high. This is the strong. This is I don't. I wanna let you understand this. This tank isn't broken, but if you play it correctly, this tank is broken because with the damage that this tank can pump out is like 700. In media is like 250, 500, 750 damage you can pump out, and this is very OP when you're going against tier 6s that cannot deliver the same damage. Look how much damage this thing is. Look, 740, like that. He's already dead. He cannot do anything. He's already dead. So this is the look. I want even to look at this. Look, 1000 HP, 700, 400, dead. He received shots from another one that I don't know, but this tank deals lots of damage. This is one of the things that I think most of other players underestimate. They say, yeah, Annihilator has more DPM. But guys, DPM isn't everything. The problem of Annihilator that this tank doesn't have, Annihilator has a burst damage. And this is the smart way that are going to use the burst damage of Annihilator to actually deliver lots of damage. See? 1,900. He had 1,100 points, and now he's down to 300. 300 from 1,000 hit points. This is very broken. If you know how to manage these shots, this is very broken. And this is the bonus. Look how fast it is on desert. Look how fast it is. In desert map, this tank is kind of insane. Feels like a medium, but it isn't because the armor on this. Look the Lycan and the 88. Look what this tank can do. 400, 81. Yeah. I want to be clear about this thing because lots of players only count DPM. But remember, guys, this is an autoloader tank. You don't have to count the EPM. You have even to count how much damage this tank can play. Very low damage. That's it. 3,000. Like that. 3,000 damage like that. And I made only 2 replays because, as you saw, I even made another nice battles. As I can show you in the results because this video will. It's kind of long, 18 minutes to talk about this tank. I made even this one is 2,800, 600, but these were very bad teammates. 2,300, still off top. This I showed you. That was very hilarious. Even this one is very hilarious. 2,500. Look how much damage this tank can pump out. even if bad teammates, you can do like a high amount of damage. Even with bad teammates, you can do. This is the good thing about this tank. This tank can do hell lots of damage in very low amount of time. Because the thing is that this tank is 240, this one is 180, and this one is 220. So this changes a lot because the Annihilator does 80 or 100 damage less for clip. Respect this one. My conclusions: is worth it grinding to get this tank? For me, it's a yes. Why I say yes? Because as I told you like 3-4 times, this tank has nice armor, This tank has nice gun, and this tank has nice speed. Combining all of that, you can make one of the best tier 7s, I think, in the game. Because this tank, if you can use very well the clip of this damage, this tank can literally destroy lots of tanks. Even on tier, if you get like a light tank, you should free HE and he dies like that. And you don't have the low penetration of the Smasher with AP. You don't have the low armor that the Smasher has. This tank practically is a similar Smasher, but with better armor, in my opinion. Yeah, it doesn't have like 640 alpha, that is very good. But this tank has the autoloader. And it's very painful. It's very painful. This is the thing that I think this tank is very good, in my opinion. Not OP, but very good. You can actually even have this very nice decal, and this is the 3Ds, the legendary camo on the Pharaon. That I don't like it. I think it's too shiny, and I really don't like this camo. So, in my conclusions, which players should get this tank? Heavy tank enjoyers, autoloader enjoyers, and that's it. Because players who likes medium tanks and sniping, they don't gonna like this tank, because this tank is very inaccurate. On the long distances, you saw that I hit it, but I trust me, sometimes this tank doesn't even hit anything on the on the middle distances, imagine on the long ones. And of course, who likes spotting, and that's it. Those are basically players. If you like heavy tank with autoloader, this is one of your tank. You're gonna enjoy it, because this tank has very good damage with autoloader. Not the greatest reload, but still very good damage. And after this video, I will probably tell you 2 or 3 things on how to get this tank easier without actually panicking. I will never get the tank. I will never get the Pharaon. Don't worry, I'm here for you. And unless you are 100% free to play, you have high chances to get this tank. Okay, I really don't like the thing that is going behind that it was crates, but those crates are very generous. You can get very high chance to get this tank. So guys, if you enjoyed my video, put a like. If you don't, put a dislike. Tell me in the comments what you think about the Pharaon, and see ya.